Hey guys, this is Tiffany here. Welcome back to my Patreon to be reacting to episode 5 and 6 of Love in the Big City. And you can kind of see my phone here because girl underestimated how much I can record on my iPad or screen record on my iPod. And I'm like, I filmed so many other series reactions and just trying my best to catch up. Today's Wednesday and I do have a lot of homework, but I'm like, I want to catch up because I really want to know. I really want to know about things. So yeah, so when I look at my phone, it's a small screen, but like that's the only way I can like continue to screen record without editing any of my videos yet, because I just want to get it all done and edit it all at once. So yeah, if I miss anything like detailed, it's because my screen is really small, and I apologize, but that's the only way I can do right now. So yeah, I'm excited to see how this episode's gonna go and how episodes are gonna go and how like things progress. Is this get the last 4-ish episodes of the series, so I'm excited to see the progression of things and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's watch episode 5 and 6 of Love in the Big City. Oh, he came so quickly. He just went for it. Oh my god. And everybody's watching. Y'all know everybody's watching. He pushed him away. Like he wasn't the one who kissed him. I knew it. He's gonna chase after him. Oh my god, this kid, he's a little kid, he's okay. Like, dude, like, they're like both older than me, but like, oh.
못된 고양이처럼 생겼어. 그러니까 앞으로 뚱보라고 부를게.
Every time I see a boat, I'm like, oh my god, cherry magic. Oh, I've seen this clip so many times as well. Oh, they're so cute. So cute. See, literally matching each other's freak. It's like at the beginning of episode 5, I talked about how like he fakes his happiness to make to convince himself that he's happy. He's doing the same thing here. But when he's by himself, he's like clearly like sad, depressed.
나는 너에게 아주 오래전에 들었던 가장 야한 농담으로, 세상에서 가장 야한 농담으로 그렇게 생겼지.
Okay, so that's my reaction to episode 5 and 6 of Love in the Big City, and it's definitely very, very different from the other two relationship or other two kind of reactions that I've made, and they're pretty much the relationship as well. And this one is a a long-term relationship that Young has, I think, ever had. I think longest one. I think this like talks about, you know, being HIV positive, having an STI, as well as being in a long-term relationship, as well as communication problems, and as well as long-distance relationships, and all these issues that, like I said in the past, like you can, I think as a gay man, you can understand and, you know, sympathize with, but like it can go greater to that, as it can really be connected to really anybody, and stuff like that. So it's very interesting to watch. And I think like the more of the story, I guess, is more like within the whole relationship is that he has Kylie and stuff like that. And one of my favorite sayings from my professor is treat the person, not the diagnosis. And I think personally, being in the healthcare field and everything, and it's my perspective of things right here, but I don't believe that a person should and continue to be labeled as their diagnosis. Like, don't let a diagnosis, any kind, like even if it's terminal illnesses, chronic illnesses, mental health conditions, whatever it is, like do not, like it's hard to not be seen and not be identified as your illness and your disorder. It's hard, but like for me personally, is like, don't let it consume you. Don't let it become your identity. It's really funny because the whole time I'm doing a reaction, I'm staring at my diagnosis book, and I just like, you know, I can't understand, and I will probably never understand the medical side of things, being with a terminal chronic illness that is taking over your life and everything. You know, I'm in the mental health aspect of it, so like mental health is something that a person will always continue to battle with, I guess, for lack of better terms. But there are ways to make you quote unquote normal, and I think specifically talking about STIs and the HIV diagnosis that he has is like, you can clearly tell like he's trying his best to live a normal life and not let it be his identity and consume his identity. But it's hard because like there's so much precautions that you have to do, just so much things that you have to do. And like he said, like he's that Gil is like the only person he's ever really told about this. Even his best friends don't know, and it could clearly show that like there is a stigmatism. Oh my god, no. A stigma. Why did I say stigmatism? I was thinking about stuff earlier. Stigma against people with HIV and STIs in general, and like, you know, it was very clear that his friends were making fun of this person, and he's like, I'm that person as well, and like, it made him like, you know, made him feel bad, and it's like, you know, but it's very interesting to see just the story progressing and stuff like that, and it took, and just like how like he's trying his best to not let it consume him, but at the end of the day is like the reason why things didn't work out as much is like he's afraid, and he's afraid of what's in like the future and everything, and like that's one part of it, I think, but the whole story overall here is also another part of like long-term relationships. You know, it's hard, and you get into this habit of, you know, this like routine of things, and there's nothing like refreshing, and it's like people start growing apart, and addition of like his fears, Young's fears and everything adding up to that. It's like, you know, it's clear that like there was a lack of communication between these two. Like they're trying their best, and you can clearly tell that they have feelings and they love each other very, very much, but it's like, it's hard, and because there's so much like misdirection in the communication and like the distance in them. And like, you know, one could say that he's going away for 2 years, and why he's going away is because he wants to find a home. You know, he wants to earn enough money to get a home and everything. And I think for Gyoho, like the idea of like going to China for this job to earn enough money to find a home is so he has somewhere to belong. But at the same time, it's more like he wants, I don't know, for me, I personally see that he sees a future with these two together. But I think for Young, it's like, I'm just a joke, and I'm just a memory in your life kind of situation here. I think it's like connected to, it's like, you know, being afraid and like not being able to give like a happy life for him because of his HIV diagnosis, as well as just so many other factors, and just, I guess, you know, life issues in general. So yeah, I think it was really beautiful, and I really enjoy it. I think episode 5 had more of it, and I kind of talked about it, but we're talking about cinematography now. But there was a lot of handheld use, and there was a lot of panning and one takes, and one takes are is where there's no cuts into it, so you can see like it's like a progression of like we're moving in different directions and everything, and then the editing definitely feels very, very different as well. It felt more modern, I guess. There was no filtering that was making it more yellow tone, gray toned, or anything. I think I really enjoyed this version a lot too. So it was really nice to see kind of the different perspective of like cinematography, in many ways. But definitely I can tell. I think I noticed a little bit more, but throughout the whole series, it was a narrative, like we're telling a story back. But in episode 3 and 4, I heard more of that. I felt like it was more of a storytelling. I think that's correlated to him becoming a more successful writer, and like he's struggling a little bit as a writer right now. So we kind of like step back from the whole like narrative part of it. We saw it here and there when he was writing a story about love in Incheon and everything, but at the same time, that's definitely minimized in this, and I think we wanted to focus more on the HIV as the relationship, the first long-term relationship we've seen him in and stuff like that. So yeah, I really enjoyed these 2 episodes. I know the last 2 episodes, I think it's what people have told me it's been a hard one, but I guess I'll have to wait till next week and find out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on my social media link down below. See you next time. Bye.